whatever you was, right? But technically, technically, they wasn't supposed to do that. You know, really, they could be busted out of the military for doing it, but the military don't bust them out because everybody does it. But technically, they're not supposed to get tattoos while they're in the army because you're defacing government property.
Government property.
That's right, because your body is issued. Your body, everything is your equipment you're given is issued.
Literally, when you sign a contract to get into the military, any of the branches of the military, basically it's a slave contract. You know, you're stuck to that contract. You're a slave to the military. That's why they can tell you when you get up in the morning, go to sleep, how many miles you got to run, what you're going to eat. You're slaves. You give up your rights. You have no constitution. There's no constitution. You're talking about defending the Constitution, but the guys that are defending the Constitution gave up all of their constitutional rights.
That's right. Reading on, it says, the U.S. military will lead the way by requiring chips for all soldiers as a means to enhance battlefield command and control and to identify human remains. Then the massive security sector will follow. Security guards, police officers, and correctional workers will all be expected to have a chip. Now, isn't Nate a cop? So now you're wondering why Nate is not speaking against the microchip? I just read it here. It says that security guards, police officers, and correctional workers will all be expected to have a chip. So Nate is not going to speak up against the chip, all right? Because he was once a police officer. I don't know if he still is, but he was once a police officer. And that's going to be a requirement for you to have a chip. Individuals with sensitive jobs will find themselves in the same position. So basically, through these jobs, which you're working for Esau, you're working for the devil, your job, whatever job you're doing for the devil, eventually you're going to have to get a chip to still have that job. Now, isn't that the scripture? Didn't it say that he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark? All right? It says the media will then probably build up a case about a child that was abducted and abused or murdered. Now, what happened with Avante, the little boy Avante? Shortly after his murder, Chuck Schumer? Chuck Schumer, Lucky Chucky, pushed that edict, or pushed that, legislation to get the children chipped. All right?
Starting off with a bracelet, because we brought that out, myself and the other brother, one of the young officers in the camp, Karab. I did a show a couple of months back called Roadway to the Chip, and I brought that out. We brought that, the brother pulled it off online, because that was right around the time they found the kid dead, Vontae, and then we brought the information out online, man, that they want to come, they push the legislation, Elder Gabar, just piggybacking on what you said, but they want to start it off as a bracelet, right? Which is basically another form of the chip, and put it on kids so if they get snatched, they can find them. But really, they're going to work up to the actual chip. But they're going to ease it in. But prior to the chip, they come in with okay, it's a bracelet, and you wear it, it has a certain chip in it. So that way, they're already chipping the animals. But like Elder Gabar said, so they already work. So how could these guys not see it? No, because you're not of the elect, man. You're talking about Nate and these other guys. Y'all not of the elect. That's why y'all can't see the thing about the chip. Well, primarily, I believe Nate and Johanna, they know that the chip, they know, Johanna and Nate, they know that the chip is the mark of the beast, man. Nate, they know, but they're getting paid off.
There you go.
They're getting paid off. Nate, you know that. That show you how much of a demon these guys are, man. For like the scripture says, for filthy lucre's sake, man.
Teaching things which they are not.
Teaching things what they are not. You guys are, you're real Judas goats, man.
That's what they are, Judas goats.
You guys are real Judas goats, man. And Comfy, man, we don't even talk about Comfy, man. I was just thinking, he just popped in my head for some damn reason. He might be dead, man. We don't even talk about him. We haven't talked about him in years, man. Comfy, man. We know
he's so far gone. You know, that's basically like a hip hop cookout hangout, disco, fashion show, you know, filthy rich. What other adjectives can I use? Ghetto fabulous Israelites.
God.
You know.
God.
You know, restaurant, because he was when he first came out as a so-called comforter. This guy, he's a God-sent comforter. He's the head of the Israeli Church of God in Jesus Christ. He's a rap mogul.
Yep.
Mind you, he's a comforter. He's a
Right.
God-sent comforter.
Right.
But he's a rap mogul.
Right.
And he's a restaurateur.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how the comfy was. That's how the comfy. That's how the comfort was gonna come down, man. The Lord
Yep.
didn't tell us that, man.
Yeah.
He didn't say that he was gonna open up restaurants and,
Wow.
and have clubs and shit and be
Wow.
a hip hop
Check that
mogul.
out. Yeah. Yeah, he
But
went
them people, but see, that's them easy niggas. Them easy niggas like to go with niggas like that, man.
easy niggas.
You know?
Easy
Yep.
niggas. And reading on, it says, "Hey man, this
And like for example,
Yep.
and I want to get into this.
Yep.
Like Nate did a video. Well, the last one he did, we called us. He said that we called Yahweh Shai a bum. Well, I'm using the criteria of us. If you say that we're bums, and guess what, Yahweh Shai is a bum. Because Yahweh Shai didn't have no house, he didn't have no condominium or nothing like that. He made a statement. He said, "Foxes have holes, birds have nests, but the Son of Man have nowhere to lay his head."
That's right.
So what was he saying? He was homeless.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
John the Baptist was homeless. He was living out in the wilderness.
In the wilderness. Yeah.
Literally, man.
He said he's the voice of the wilderness.
The voice crying in the wilderness, man.
Yeah.
He wasn't crying out of his condominium
Or mansion. Yeah.
or mansion
Khan.
or out of his yacht.
Khan.
The man was homeless, man.
Khan.
He ain't had no bank account. He ain't had no money.
Nope. His meat was.
He was
locust.
outside the system. He was like an outlaw to the Roman Empire, man. Because some of them jakes had moved. Oh, when you read about the Maccabees, it was it said either 9 or 10 of them that they fled when Antiochus Epiphanes came up in there, and they fled out into the woods, and they lived off of berries for a certain amount of times.
Yeah.
Why did I say berries? I keep saying berries. They lived. Well, berries are good for you, man.
Yeah, berries,
berries are a great sustainer, all right?
Antioxidants.
Antioxidant,
Yeah.
the ultimate antioxidant.
Khan.
They ate berries and they ate. Well, Esau lived off of berries.
Yeah.
He
He
lived off of berries.
juniper roots.
Juniper roots.
Which is
well,
good
they
for
lived
you.
off of herbs up in the field, man.
Yeah.
So there was a point where when Israel had to flee, when Antiochus came in, where did they go? Did they have their secret condominiums out there in the woods? Did they go to their summer homes
No.
or their winter homes and shit,
Nope.
or their vacation villas?
Nope.
They went up into the woods, man.
Yeah.
We can bring you countless examples of that, man.
Then the persecution, the catacombs. You had some Israelites that fled into the catacombs, which were the caves of the earth.
But hold on, wait a minute. When Moses led the children of Israel, why were they complaining? Because they were homeless.
Yeah, they were homeless.
They had tents.
Yeah.
They would be walking and they would pitch their tents. You know, they were complaining about they didn't have food, so the Mosai busted out a miracle and gave them manna, man.
Manna, yeah.
So they were in the wilderness, man. They were in the wilderness of Zin.
Right.
So the whole nation of Israel